beautiful day on Lake Mendota. It's April the 18th. It's 52 degrees and we've got a northwest wind about 8 miles an hour. I still had my 12-foot boat on my vehicle from over the weekend. So I thought, given that it was already on my vehicle and the direction of the wind, this would be a really good day to go up into Pheasant Branch Creek. Now what I'm hoping is that the water is high enough in Pheasant Branch that I can paddle all the way up to the natural springs that feed the creek. There's 2 natural springs in Pheasant Branch, and one of them, provided the weather is high enough, you can paddle right up to and see the water bubbling out of the sand. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna head up that way and see what it's looking like today. Now there's a couple of reasons why the 12-foot boat is best for a little creek like this. The first one being that if I had my 17-foot boat on this creek, it's just not very navigable when it gets really narrow and windy. The 17-foot boat is just kind of a monstrosity. Turning around in a 17-foot boat is a little bit difficult. Not only that, if I have the rudder down, like I usually do in my longer boats, I anticipate parts of this is going to be really shallow, and that rudder is just going to drag on the bottom. Pheasant Branch is a lot prettier in the summer, but the advantage of early spring paddling on Pheasant Branch is it tends to get really weedy, really stinky in the summer. So the water is still relatively clean and clear and not smelly in April like this. Straight ahead of me is Frederick Hill. If you hike up to the top of Frederick Hill, there's an overlook up there. And from that overlook point, you can see effigy mounds that are in the Conservancy. And also, I think you can see one, if not both, of the natural springs that feed the creek here. Pheasant Branch Conservancy also has a great trail that goes all around the perimeter, about 3 miles long. Part of it's paved, part of it's hard-packed sand / gravel. I was literally paddling through a puddle there for a minute. But we're here. We made it. How cool is that? So I made it to the springs in Pheasant Branch. I've never actually docked the boat and gotten out and walked around, but I tried that for a little while today. It's a little swampy and marshy, but I've got my neoprene boots on today, so I thought today would be a good day to do it. Unfortunately, I was informed that you're not supposed to because it's a conservation area. So got back in my boat and I'm headed back to Lake Mendota. I'm realizing that I actually violated 2 conservancy rules during my outing here in Pheasant Branch. One being that I did get out and walk around at the natural springs. The other thing I violated is that there's a sign I'm noticing on my way out that this big wide part of the creek is restricted area from April 15th through July 15th for reasons of bird migration, procreation, I don't know, whatever birds do, and they like to hang out here. I'll let them be and do their bird things so I don't drive them away. But I'll come back later in the summer after mid-July and you see just a shit ton of cranes in here. Sandhill cranes, heron. I haven't seen bald eagles here exactly, but I see them not very far from here. I've seen them near the country club, which is on the north shore of Mendota. Oh, probably only 2 miles from here.